Good evening, everyone. Last year, we were already honored to receive an award here for the best new retail concept in Thailand, acknowledging the success of Jim Thompson. This year, thank you for getting this award, illustrating the success of this event that we organized, at Jim Thompson Quarter last November, gaining international recognition as we were ranked top 10 globally on Twitter X on that night. This award from the trade is very important to us because it signifies that this brand, Jim Thompson, which is an iconic brand from Thailand, is on the right track to become the first global lifestyle brand from Asia. Thank you very much.
Well, as a matter of fact, it was not really an establishment, it was more a transformation. We wanted to transform this attraction. It's one of the most visited attraction in Bangkok, the Jim Thompson House, into really a creative and heritage quarter. So what we did, first of all, we created a museum about the man himself, to share the amazing story of his life. We also set up an exhibition about our fabrics that we are manufacturing and are being used in the best hotel and residential projects in the world. We also want to drive traffic to the Jim Thompson Art Center, located a few meters away from the Jim Thompson House. Also very important for tourists and local. We wanted to give them the opportunity to have a breakfast, a dinner, a lunch, even a cocktail, after dinner cocktail in the 4 F&B outlets that we opened. Last but not least, we renovate totally the store to create an upgraded retail experience. The fashion show was inspired by a letter written by fictional tourists to Jim Thompson. As these tourists, and we're all tourists, one day or the other, this tourist is visiting Thailand, discovering beautiful country, the beach, the resort, the city, its culture. We wanted to create looks that fit with this, and we started, for instance, the opening. We show all our new collection on swim trunk and beachwear, illustrating, the tourists, discovering the beach. And then the second part of fashion show, we created a curated, more contemporary, relaxed look that the tourist will use during his trip, throughout Thailand during the day. But the last part was the exciting part. The last part, we created special evening look, as if this tourist was invited at the Jim Thompson House for dinner by Mr. Jim Thompson himself. And as you know, Mr. Jim Thompson was very hospitable and loved to entertain every night. So that's how we conclude the fashion show. Well, it was one of the biggest and largest event ever organized by Jim Thompson on that night in December. And it was needed, and because we wanted to communicate about the transformation of the brand. What was a better way and a better location to do it? At the Jim Thompson Heritage and Creative Quarter. We invited more than 300 people. Obviously, influencer, shareholder, business partner to attend the event. And then we created an amazing event that started at 6 p.m. and ended up in the middle of the night. And we created a lot of content. We had the silk dance to start. We have drummers performance. We had, of course, a famous fashion show and an amazing after party at Jim Thompson. The response was overwhelming. Following the few months after the opening of the Creative Heritage Quarter, we had more than 2,000 articles and reviews online and offline about the event, generating a PR value close to $10 million. Last but not least, we were very proud that on that night, this event was in the event top 10 listed in Twitter and X globally. The response was overwhelming because during the following month after the event, we had close to 2,000 articles published online and offline, generating around $10 million of PR value. But last but not least, on that evening, this event was listed on the top 10 events on Twitter X on that day globally? Well, first of all, our home finishing business unit, our fabrics, is already present globally in more than 50 countries, directly or indirectly. We have showrooms in New York, Atlanta, Paris, London, of course, Bangkok. Now on fashion, you're right, on fashion, we decided during the COVID to focus on the Thai market first. We wanted to renovate our store, open new store and prime location, creating more contemporary assortment, supporting by great marketing initiative that's created amazing results for the brand. Now we are ready to go beyond Thailand and explore other markets for the brand, of course, Southeast Asia, Middle East, and why not Japan?